obviously you had such a big shift in your career going to Houston last year after the franchise you were with for so long. Doing that again the second time around, do you feel like you know things now just about making the organizational shift and trying to understand the new system and everything? Do you feel like it's almost going to be easier the second time around for you?
You know, it's always tough to be able to get up and move. It's tougher for me now, and I would say not for me, but my family and my wife because she has to move all my kids and all of our kids and stuff, and find schools and places to stay. So that's the most difficult part because I know the stress it kind of puts on my family. For me personally, I kind of just go with the flow. But that's the most important part about my life is my family. So just get acclimated is an important thing, especially for the wife and the kids.
And we asked Scotty the same question, but you're obviously such a known quantity. So many people have opinions about you. What do you feel like is maybe most either misunderstood about you or maybe misrepresented about you?
Where do you want me to start?
It's the whole thing. We have time.
Uh, well, listen, I think the underlining thing about that is that 90% of it, 100% of it, not even true because a lot of times the things that are made up, people don't actually know me to be able to say anything about me or what I'm about or what I believe in. Um, so a lot of it kind of goes in one or out the other. But I think the biggest thing for me is just kind of going and being myself, which is easy because being myself is I can be genuine and loyal and understanding. Obviously, I'm not the easiest guy to understand and whatever watch play, whatever people may think, but me as a teammate, me as a person, as a father, um, that's the most important part to me, and I stand strong on that and continue to uplift my teammates, organizations, inspire people around the world, and that's kind of all I worry about is impact and inspire, and that's something that I've been with since day one, and that's the most important part about me being able to have this platform and use it to be able to help impact and inspire many people, kids, children around the world because I've been blessed with it to be able to do so, and I feel like that's my blessing is to be able to impact and inspire many people as possible.
All right. Thank you, Russ. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
DA?
Russ, what's up, man?
What's going on with you? What's happening?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Welcome to DC, brother.
Thanks, brother.
Man, hey, the Wizards the last couple of years have been very public and transparent about how they want to reset their culture as an organization. What does good culture organizationally look like to you?
Good culture. I mean, I've been lucky, and I was lucky to start in such a great culture in Oklahoma City, um, organization that we kind of set the state for myself, Kevin, James, Jeff Green at the time. We kind of set the culture. We had brought in to kind of bring that hard nose, put your head down, get to work mentality, and I think um, being around here, I can already see in day one or two that we have a lot of guys that love to work, that want to put the work in, that understand what it's like to put the work in. And for me, I'm just happy to be able to be a part of it, especially at this point in my career, to be able to come to organizations to be able to help, whether it's enhance the culture, to bring a little more energy and excitement to the culture. But I'm definitely just here to help and make sure that, you know, the culture here is in the right direction, and it's already great since I've been here. So I'm just excited to kind of keep it going.
And you were famous for getting to practice at 8 in the morning, 7:30. And I know you did that just because that's what you do to get ready. But what do you think the rub off is when young players see the best players get there early?
Well, before I answer the question, I'm not famous for it. This is what I do. It's how I do it. It's not,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not a thing for me.
Right.
That's the most important part, and that's something that I want to make clear. Like I do, I still do it. I do it every consistency is something that I strive myself in. But to answer the question, I hope it brings a sense of just people know what to follow. When you're able to kind of, I think my sound is failing. They told me that.
Okay.
But we're
Yeah,
gonna try.
Russ, audio is a little going in and out again on that one, Zach. Are
Does
you able
does
to?
that work?
Yeah, yeah, you're good now. You're good.
Yeah, I hope it, man. I just hope it brings obviously people in the guys on the team have something to follow, look at, look up to, bring some leadership. You know, that's a huge part of just who I am as being able to be a leader. I strive myself on trying to be one of the best leaders in the game, not just on the floor but off the floor, creating great habits, creating consistency, creating things that people can follow and can learn from as they continue their career and if they go to other teams or if they stay here, but they can do something they saw from me or something in the organization that can help them their own path.
Thank you.
Dave Johnson.
Hey, Russell, welcome to DC. You just mentioned about how Scott Brooks, allowed you to make mistakes and allowed you to grow. Can you just talk about why obviously you've stayed connected with him and what it is like to play for Scott Brooks and maybe the trust he puts in players?
Yeah, I think the trust part for me was huge when I was young and allowing me to kind of make mistakes, give me an opportunity because to be honest, man, a lot of coaches and a lot of just situations that you may not get an opportunity to be able to go on the floor and make mistakes. Have an opportunity to kind of play through mistakes, not just play mistakes and get subbed out. But Scotty allowed me to do that, allowed me to get better, and I'm thankful and grateful for that. So, and I always kept in contact with him and his family because we created a relationship, not just at work, but a friendship. And now being able to kind of revisit that it's great. Obviously, I'm at a different point in my career. Scotty's been coaching for some time as well, but I think it's great, man. I'm excited about it, and I know he is. We've talked already just about different things that uh, old stories, which is great because we have so many different memories of us being together, the good, the bad. So I'm excited about it.
Do you have a favorite story?
A favorite story? I wouldn't say a favorite, but one thing I know about Scotty is just his personality. I love, how Scotty is just, I would say, they call it a player's coach, where you can have a conversation and talk about anything. Um, he's always available to sit down and talk about whatever it is that you want to talk about. And to me, that's something that I'm grateful to be able to have obviously a coach to be able to do that and sit down and talk about whatever it is that I need to talk about.
Thank you.
Chase.
Hey, Russ, welcome.
Thank you.
You are used to throughout your career playing for contenders and really good teams. And this franchise hasn't won 50 games or been to the conference finals since the 1970s. How do you size up the potential and the opportunity to win here?
Sides are really high. Every season I come into the objective, regardless of what's on the team, it's one goal, and that's to strive to win a championship. If you don't win, it's only one champion. All other teams fail, and that's kind of how I look at it. So it does not the mindset and mentality is not even remotely different. It stays the same for me personally. And here, my job is to be able to bring the same mentality here and find ways to be able to help and enhance the program.
And it's a roster full of a lot of young players, a lot of guys who are developing in this league. Well, generally, what do you expect from your teammates?
I expect them to be them. I think the biggest thing is be who they are. That's how you learn. That's how you get better. You make mistakes. This is how you see some of the great stars of our league and young stars. You see the things that they do. But you have to make mistakes first. You have to learn. You have to understand. And you have a lot of guys that can be really, really good. Go out and compete and play hard. That's the biggest thing. All the X's and O's and all the other stuff will come. But playing hard and understanding what it is to compete is the most important part, and everything else will fall in place.
Jonathan Fagan.
Hi, Russ. Did you want to be traded? And if you did, what led you to feel that way?
Well, I think, I'm here in Washington, and I'm happy about where I'm at and understanding that this is a new journey for me and understanding how important it is to focus on where I'm at, focus on the team, organization, the city, the community, the people here, because that's who I am as a person and as an athlete. So that's where I'm at.
Thank you.
Glenn? Glenn Consor?
Hey, Russ, welcome. Sorry.
Thank you.
You mentioned earlier how, when you were a young player, you were allowed to play through mistakes. But your game has really been impressive because you've been able to seem to improve every year you've played. Averaging triple doubles, MVP of the league. You're a different player now than you were when you were younger. How do you coach you now versus a young Russell?
Shit. I mean, you mad to ask Scotty that one. He probably got the answer to that one. But I mean, honestly,
I know you're hard on yourself. I know you're hard on yourself.
I'm very, very hard on myself. Nobody's more hard on myself than me. And every year, like you mentioned, man, I try to come back better at something. And that's my goal every year. I try to come back better at every aspect of my game because I feel like I can do everything. And that's just how I believe. As far as coaching, I'm very coachable. Never had any issues with any coach of being coachable, understanding the game and listening. I'm all ears when it comes to coaching, and Scotty knows that. So I'm gonna just be all ears again as I continue my journey in my career and listen to what is